Well, the opening scene here is the morning of the Oslo Innovation Week opening ceremony. Here we have the guys that joined us, Pere Perez, we have Keith Mellingen, Jürgen Stordal, and Ken Ishimoto, and here we have the Crown Prince couple, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon, and Crown Princess Mette Marit coming in and greeting the exhibitors and moving their way across the hall. And of course the theme last year was VR and newly emerging technologies, and they had a great focus on these new technologies coming out. And here we see Jürgen Stordal in Pointmedia greeting the Crown Prince couple, and then showing them a demo that he made for the HoloLens. So we were amongst the first in Norway to bring HoloLens to Norway, and we also have in the background there and Antonio Garcia also to the left there, and here I'm explaining about the space, Mars and Moon simulation projects we're involved in, called Project Moonwalk, Horizon 2020 project. And I'm explaining the concept of having 360-degree camera systems on the spacesuit, and also using, of course, Entapano lenses. That was the great benefit of our project. And here Ken Ishimoto is explaining the brand new MFT lens, 250-degree lens, and the Crown Princess is also making her way over, and Prince Haakon is explaining about the lens to her, and he's asking me about how much of the project is Norwegian, and I'm telling him that the concept of the VR spacesuit is Norwegian, and I'm gathering international expertise to Norway to help us with the project. He was quite satisfied with this result. The rest of the time we had other people coming by asking questions about what was going on and what we were doing. Here we have Fredrik, Schjefstad, also helping out, and here people are trying out the HoloLens and checking out the new technology. We have Jürgen Schrader, Armin, Houman, big thanks for helping out, and of course Fredrik, Schjefstad, all of them sleeping over at our house, making ready for the next day at the Cutting Edge Festival at Oslo Science Park, which we see here. And that was the main program that we were involved in, same last year's 2016 as this year, where VR Oslo is responsible for putting together the VR section, and of course IVRPA 360 is the company that stands behind it all for the VR section this year as well. Here Samsung was showing off their little kit, and we had also invited something similar from Barcelona through Vision, and they literally gave the attendants a VR ride, so that was quite exciting. And here we have them on the right hand side with their bionic arm, and here we have Finwe from Finland, which has been with us since the beginning of VR Oslo, Filip Tjeransen and Keith Mellingen, talking about the demos that we had at the event. And IVRPA 360 also showing off some of the headgear, and of course HoloLens was a big hit that day and has been since. So here we have some of the moon simulation and the Mars simulation shots, a bit more about Entapano lenses and the Bushman Panoramic tripods, and monopods being demoed here by Mr. Bushman himself. Mr. Gerald Blondy, always tagging up with Antonia. And here we have a little selection of the Antonia lenses, and yes, in the background we see Antonio sitting working, and here Filip is demoing this magnificent lens for some of the guests. And of course, in true tradition, every time we have an event, we conclude with a gathering and a big feast and a dinner here. We're warming up. So I hope to see a lot of the old faces and a lot of the new faces here again this